Welcome to another episode of Out and About with Trev. Cooking up some bacon and eggs, and it's raining. Certainly feel like I've done this before. Feels like it's been raining for like 6 months. The weather's just been crazy. It's 2nd of December and it's like this. I could probably put this video up and say it's July, and people would be like, yeah, that's what it's like. But like I said, 2nd of December. Hopefully tomorrow's going to be not fine, but it's going to be better. Not as much rain anyway. It's going to rain all day today apparently. So I'll be sitting in the tent doing some work on the laptop, I think. At least I've got a nice dry place to kick back. It's not too bad. I basically hop back into bed. That's how I work it. And nice and dry. Worked very hard at making sure that I had something that was dry all the time. Not one bit of water's got in. There's been a little bit of condensation, maybe twice, and that's about it. And I've probably brought in a bit of, like, you know, your clothes are a bit damp and you climb in, and so the water you bring in, but nothing from outside has made it in. And I've had some fairly decent rain and high wind, so I'm very, very impressed with it. It works. And that's all I need. Same can't be said for me Suby. I'm still having troubles. It's gone back to having overheating problems. I don't know whether something glitchy's gone wrong with the thermostat. Seems a bit weird. Limped here last night, and actually I was just about to pull over, and I come across this, and this is a mindful thing. You know, if you're out there on the roads, especially at the moment when the weather is a bit crazy and the roads are wet, you don't want to end up like this guy. Alright, stay safe on the roads, because this guy slid into the tree, and we're still having problems with the Suby, so... Yeah, so it's like this. Doing some work on me book, and just one of the things I say, when it's raining, the tent's pretty noisy, but it's not too bad. But as you can see, it's still raining. As you can see, it's sort of finally stopped. It's been raining full on for the last 3 or 4 hours. Just a few drips off the trees at the moment. So maybe it'll clear up over the night. Hope so. I'm having a bit of an early dinner. I'm a bit hungry. It goes like that sometimes. And then I'm going to settle in up there and keep working on me books. Just tweaking the first one at the moment. Almost ready to do I'm actually probably next week go to Officeworks and do a big printout, so I've got a whole printed copy, so I can go through page by page and just do a final check, see where it's at. And then in the new year, I'll there's some print on demand services, but there's also some publishers I've been talking to, so not really sure what there'll be some decisions to be made. But yeah, what I really want is I want people to ultimately be able to read this thing, and it's a cracking tale. I think it's got some twists and turns, and it's also got some human aspects to it. You know, you've got characters that feel pain and get messed up, and you know, it is love, lust, loss, death. There's all of that. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But that's sort of what I've been working on today, and just tweaking it. I'm not really. I mean, this is the first time I've tried to even put together a book, but you know, I'm just going through tweaking it, and sometimes there's little corrections I've got to make. There might be some phrases I change. There's just those little things, just tweaking it, and I think it's about going through that repetitive, just checking, because yeah, once you put it out there, if there's any mistakes, well, as we know with social media, people are going to jump on you about it. So yeah, but we'll see how we go. But that's anyway, cook up some couple of snags and some onions for dinner, and we'll go from there. Oh, here we go. We've got one of these little guys running around. I'm not sure what bird they are, but they call out to each other in the morning, and they just keep calling out, just woo 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 woo, like that. And yeah, that's the one. So he obviously hasn't got a mate because he's not around. So he's he or she is yeah, a bit struggling at the moment. Anyway, oh, just flew off. Obviously something hot date, mate. Anyway, I'm gonna get back into this. Talk about being tough doing this sort of thing. I've recently had to spend $420 on getting steroid injections into my feet to try and help with me plantar fasciitis. I had to pay that up front. I meant to get like 125 each back, so they were $210 each, and then I get 125 back. I think one of the rebates has finally trickled into the account at some point, but I'm still waiting for the other one. Makes it tough, yeah, when you got to pay up front for these things. And I asked, could I just pay my component, and that wasn't going to float. So it makes it difficult. I mean, if it was much more expensive, I would have had to say no, and that gets to be, I mean, that's the type of shit we hear about going on in America, where people can't afford to get treatment done. This is serious stuff. I mean, my feet were jammed up, and I was probably looking at struggling to do a lot of things in the next 4 or 5 years. Forget about my big walk. I mean, that's important, but I mean, I still need to be able to walk around and do things, and they were really jammed up. But I have to say, I'm now sort of, it's been a week and a bit since I had my last injection, since the second one. I'm virtually pain free. I'm not doing much walking around either, and I also think walking around on this is nice because it's a bit muddy, it's a bit softer. So they're feeling great right now, and if I can try and rest them over the next few weeks, hopefully things will improve, and hopefully at the end of, the plan is that at the end of February I'll be able to go for another hike. And I don't know, I'll probably just do a little short one. I might just do something like the Razorback across to Mount Feathertop or something, just something nice and easy. Park the car at Diamantina Hut and walk over, and maybe spend 2 days, have 2 nights over there, and then walk back. Just something nice and easy. And I think that would be a good way to sort of see how they're going, and then I can make some decisions. This is a real potential deal breaker, because if I can't get these things sorted now, we get into February, March, April next year, and they're still being funky, then my plans for hiking the Australian Alps walking track will evaporate at that point. So a little bit of pressure, need to get them sorted, and this is the best chance, and we'll see how we go afterwards. But I had a couple of people ask me about putting foam in my boots. I've got custom molded inserts. These are custom molded to my feet, and they were done by a podiatrist, or by a podiatrist. There you go. And I've had them for years. I've got new ones about 2 years ago, or about a year and a half ago, and they help, but ultimately there's things just not going right there, and that's why I've gone the injection. So we'll see how that works. Anyway, all right, so day after the rainy day, and it was wet during the night as well. Time to start finding out what the hell's going wrong with this Suby. I'm just going to take the skirt underneath the engine off, and then I'll have a look where the thermostat is, and then try and find out what's going on. Looks like the day's going to really nice. Bit of blue sky over there. That's pretty cool. Been a while. About, I don't know, 4 or 5 rainy days in a row, so it's been pretty full on. But yeah, like I say, today might be a good day to work on the car. I'm not in a hurry, I'm just going to tick along. Still got a couple of days here, so today's Sunday. Don't have to be out here till Wednesday morning, so I've got a couple of days to chill out, so I'll just cruise into it, and yeah, hopefully I can find out what's going on, because it's driving me nuts. Alright, so this is how it goes. Dumped the water, saved some of it because it got coolant in it. Took out the new thermostat, and actually I tested the old one. I heated it up last night, using the cooker and was able to watch it open up, so I know it works. I put it back and then I ran this for probably, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes. I got up to temperature and just sat. So yeah, I don't know. I might have a slight leak in the radiator. There's a few water drops coming, but I don't know, they've now stopped. So maybe that was just water I spilt, being picked up by the fans and flicked around, which, yeah, that might happen. I don't know, it's just weird. I burped it, ran it for about a good 10 minutes with the lid open, with the radiator cap open, and there were some bubbles that came out, so I burped it. It's worse than having a newborn. And we'll see. It's just doing my head in as to what is going on. Like, things normally work or they don't. They don't work, not work, work, not work, work. Like, really? That's how computers work, and that's why I got out of the computer industry. But yeah, it's frustrating, and I can't really see anything going wrong. There's no leaks. Look, there's no leaks. This thing's been running up until a few minutes ago. There's absolutely no leaks under there. Right? No leaks at all. Nothing. So, yeah. Looking good under there though, must say. What I'm planning is maybe in a couple of days' time I'll take it for a pack up and I'll take it for a drive and just see what happens. I think that's all I can do really. Yeah, yeah. I think that's really all. I'll put the shroud back. I wish I had somewhere to put it. I could probably just put it out in the bush, but yeah, chance it does disappear, so I better not do that. I've got a friend down there at a camp. I might see if I can drop it down to her place, and that way I can have a better idea what's going on as I'm driving along and see what's going on. There's no leaks out of the new water pump, so that's all sealed up. None of the hoses are leaking. I just don't get it. And again, I'm very confident it's not head gaskets because they just haven't done enough Ks. You know, I'm only 30 odd thousand from when I rebuilt the engine. You know, they don't go that quick. I mean, I know they go, but they don't go that quick. And I got really good ones, so I'm pretty confident. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Just another thing, I said the next job was going to be the set of rear springs. It's not going to be. There's a sale on at the moment. Hopefully it's still on in a few days' time when when money materialises in my bank. There's a sale on at 4-wheel drive Super Centre, and they've got a I think it's it might only be a 98 amp hour battery, but it was like 200 amp solar panels, something like that. 200 watt, and leads and Anderson plugs, and it was at a pretty cheap price. So I know it was like $420 or something. So I might have to go and hit them up for that. Use the afterpay, and that way it splits it up into 4 payments, makes it nice and affordable. Very useful if you're controlled with it, and I only ever do one thing at a time with it, with the afterpay, so that way I'm able to stay on top of it. So yeah, we'll hopefully we'll see what happens there, because it'd be good. It's going to get sunnier and sunnier days like this, and complete contrast to yesterday. And I need to be able to charge my laptop, some other gear, camera batteries, various things, and later I'm going to get a 12 volt 240 volt fridge, and that might be hopefully after I pay for the solar panels, which will take till, well, end of January. Then maybe in February I'll go and have a look at what fridges are available. But I think that's the next thing. I know I need to do the springs. It's really difficult. Like, I know I need them, but I know I also need to have solar panels and a battery to be able to charge things. I've killed my car battery because I've been running everything off it. So next year I've got to buy a new car battery. So before I get to that point, I'll want to have a second battery in here. I've got a dual battery system to install, so it'll charge both batteries as I'm driving along. It's the same one I had in the van, so it's pretty good. Get return on investment on that. And yeah, we'll see how we go. This is interesting. I'm confident this thing was working the other day. Sorry, I'll start again. I'm confident this thing was working the other day. Oh, it's sort of starting to open. There we go. Finally, it took a long time. I heated it and heated it. It didn't want to open, so it might just have. It's, as you can see, it's sort of opening, but it's jammed on one side. See? So it's not yeah, it's not opening right. Get here somewhere. You can see how it wants to. See, it's not opening. It's got nothing to do with. Just heat it a little bit more. Now it's lifting off. So this thing might have been a bit sticky. There we go. It's opened up now. If you've never seen how a thermostat works, there you go. So there we go. She's opened up full now. But it was certainly sticky, which is interesting. I've put the old one back in. I've tested it. It worked perfect. It worked fine. So it didn't stick or do anything weird. So I'll just turn my gas off. No use wasting that. So there you go. Maybe, I don't know. This thing is really doing my head in. Like cooling systems on cars on these cars. I mean, this is a 2001 model, so it doesn't have all the advanced trickery that the 2024 models are going to have. It's pretty simple. You put water in. If the water stays in, normally they stay cool. I've got a new water pump. I'm confident that's doing its job. Yeah, I don't know. Hey guys, this one's a bit tough. I'm not real confident. I think I've done something to the engine. It's just bloody tough, yeah. This year's just been one thing after another, and it's just left me. I don't know, I'm just knackered. Tomorrow I'm going to try and limp into Emerald. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But if it turns out, the only other option, if it's still overheating and causing troubles, then I've done something to the engine, and that means that I've probably got to take it out and have a look and find out what's going on. That's tricky. I've got all the tools. Most of them are in storage, which is way down Dandenong, and to complicate matters, my trailer is up in reservoir, and if the car's off the road, then I've got no way of going to get my trailer. It means I can't go get my tools, which means, I don't know, it's just going to be difficult. I might have a couple of mates that can help me out, I don't know, but it's just hard. All the time hard. And I know I said I was on a journey, and this was going to help me prepare for the Australian Alps walking track, but I think it's also going to be the end of that. I think it's going to snuff that out, because if I can't do the reconnaissance trip, to go do the video, to even, if I can't even get up there, then there's no way I'm going to be able to go place the food barrels. I'm never going to be able to do the thing. I think it's the end of that as well. So it's all pretty hard, and I've probably got one thing still going, and that's my book and my story that I'm writing, and I'm working on that every day. That's also difficult, and I'm just not in the right headspace, and the demons in my head are unshackled and running around, and it's all pretty difficult. So I'm not sure where it's going to end up. I'm just not. I don't know. I feel like it's just getting tough, and I just don't know that I'm going to make it. And I haven't got family I can talk to. My sister told them a heap of lies and bullshit, and it's just fucking hard, yeah. Anyway, we'll see how tomorrow goes, and yeah, just tough. So yeah, as I said, I'd see how it goes this morning. I only got, I don't know, about 4 or 5 k's down the road, and it's overheating again. Obviously there's something really wrong with the engine, so I'm going to try and limp to Genbrook petrol station and get some fuel, but then I'll have to go to General sports station, sports area. Then I'll camp there for the next 2 nights. But anyway, we'll see what happens. And I've got a truck going back, going past. So anyway, it's going to be really tough over the next bloody month. My trailer's way, like, it's about 100 k's away down at a mate's place in Reservoir. The gear I need, the big tools, are down at my storage area, so I'm gonna have to try and find a mate who's got, someone's got a tow bar, so I can go and pick up my trailer and then go down to the storage area and we'll pick up what I need. But I don't know, I think maybe it's the head gaskets. I really don't see how that could be, but anyway, maybe. I don't know, it's just fucking doing my head in. Oh, cars, eh? They'll fucking, well, they'll bloody break your heart, they'll demoralise you. Actually, have a look at this. I'm actually right out front of Emerald Library. After I stopped back there, I ran the engine with the fuel cap off, burping it, like you have to do with a bloody newborn. And all of a sudden there was the engine slowed, and it was like, and it just coughed up, I don't know, like a big air bubble or something. I don't know what it was. Something cleared its throat anyway. I then filled her up, and I've driven from that spot, which is way back on the dirt, back towards Kirkcallam. Driven into here, stopped, got petrol and some breakfast, and yeah, bloody yeah, I've just cruised in here, and the temperature gauge is sitting just perfect. When I find the set of keys, what have I done with my keys? Oh, here we go. These ones will do. Let's see where it's. So basically, the temperature gauge sat just a little bit above that. It's just a bit, but that's yeah. So yeah, like I say, they'll break your heart, they'll demoralise you, and then yeah, sometimes it's like, yeah. So my plan today is I'm going to, when the library opens in about 20 minutes, go in and see what sort of deals I can get. I need to get a set of solar panels and a second battery. Four-wheel drive super centre down on Dandenong Road had them on sale a few days ago. I've still got them on sale. I'll go down there and get one. But yeah, I suppose all I can do now is just see how this thing goes. But I mean, it's, yeah, makes me want to take it on a big drive. That's what I really should do. I might maybe I should scoot over to Lerderderg or something just to give it a decent run. It's one of those things, like yeah, like I say, cars, eh? Anyway, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I was able to get down to Dandenong, did a nice drive, and I was able to pick up a 120 amp hour battery, which is really good. It's 30 kilos, so a bit of extra weight for the Suby. I also got a simple regulator, and that'll be really good. But I also got a 160 watt solar panel, and yeah, this system will be really good. I've also got a dual battery system, so when I'm driving the Suby, it'll charge both the batteries and leave the main battery. So when I'm, camping, it won't flatten the main one, so I can start the car when I need to. Anyway, that's about it. I think that's a wrap. Look, guys, it's been difficult, but the car seems to be running fine. It's this morning I drove from Kirkcallam down all the way down to one of the train stations, but I came through Emerald and through there, and I've done about, I don't know, 40 k's, absolutely cruising. The other day was pretty cool. I was out in the freeway, it was zipping along at 100, so she's all working. Frustrating, I know, but working. So it turned out, all I can really say is that maybe the sticky thermostat was an issue, but I also think obviously there was some sort of air blockage or something in there because the engine's running fine. So I haven't damaged the engine. She's zipping along, and yeah, I just got to be happy about it. It was good to be able to get down and, like I say, get me solar panels and all of that. I've got one more thing and I'll be fully ready to go. I just got to get a fridge freezer. I'm looking at them at the moment. Same place I got the solar panels, down at 4 Wheel Drive Super Centre. I don't think you get any kickbacks from them. That's just a place I go to do shopping. That's where my rooftop tent came from. I've got a couple other things from there. But yeah, that's about it. The guys look, oh yeah, and like I said, I'm at a mate's place in the middle of the city. So I'm just sitting back. He's gone out, so he'll be back here soon. Just had some lunch. And it is almost Christmas time. I don't normally do Christmas, but it is what it is. It's almost here. And yeah, all I can say is stay safe on the roads. Don't be like the guy that slid off the road the other night. That was interesting. And yeah, just try to take it easy. And look, if you're doing it tough over this time of year, and a lot of people do, and you just get out there and have a chat to someone. There's plenty of people you can talk to, professionals, but maybe you got a friend across the road or down, just wherever. Just try to, take it easy, get through it. Like they say, a problem shared is a problem halved, and it can very much be that way. And yeah, just take it easy out there. Yeah, I've got some exciting things planned for the channel in 2025. There's probably going to be one more episode before end of year, and yeah, we'll see how 2024 goes. I had high plans for 2023, but it didn't live up to them. It's basically been a train wreck, but I feel like I'm getting a bit more stabilised towards the end of it. So anyway, that's what it is. But yeah, that'll do, and see you in the next one. Thanks for everyone that's tuning in. Thanks to the new subscribers, and yeah, we'll catch you later. Cheers.